Hello, I'm Laura, and we're here to do our Which Way Wednesday for our couples. We're calling on Spirit with so much love and so much gratitude. We ask for oh my goodness, our highest, our best, and our clearest messages. And we hope that nothing happened to our blueberry fluorite. So, normally what we do is not knock things off the table. But Which Way Wednesday is about choosing which direction you might want to go in a particular situation. I choose 2 Kipper to identify what the decision might be about. I feel like I'm really scattered. I'm doing things that I don't normally do, and so I feel like this is something that the 2 of you are facing. I feel like a 3rd card is in order. Okay, so we have journey, mature man, and toil and labor. And I really feel as if there is an elderly gentleman connected to your relationship that you are going to have to journey to, or bridge a distance, bridge a gap, and maybe help this person bring something to a closure that's been difficult. So let's see. We're going to pull some Moonology and get more about why you might be here, although I think it's coming through pretty clearly for me what this situation is about. It feels delicate in a sense. So we have show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. A win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Pisces, forgive. Okay, so I do feel show the world the real you, a win-win outcome is forecast, and forgive. So I think that there's a father figure in your connection that needs your help, and I think that there's this person has a perception of you or your connection or your partner that makes helping them potentially problematic. So we're gonna pull 3 before tarot and 3 after tarot and see what are the 2 ways in which you can handle this circumstance and the potential outcomes. So we're going to pull before. We have Death, Page of Swords, and is that the 6? No, that is the 3, okay. And the 3 of Cups. The bottom of the deck is the Emperor, and there's that really authoritarian energy right there again, is what was coming through originally. Okay, and so now we're going to shuffle the after tarot, and what is another potential outcome or way of handling this situation. The Tower, the Devil, 4 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So I feel as if the before tarot is counseling as to what will happen if you face this situation head on, and this is what will happen if you do not face this situation head on. If you just ignore that it's even there and needs to be addressed. I don't know why though. Anyway, okay. So I feel as if you confronting it head on, having a conversation with this person, and they still see themselves as a powerful male figure within the family, whether that's a reality or not. And so I think that this death card speaks to the need for transforming the way that they view you and your partner and your partnership. And it basically means to me standing up for yourself and saying, I understand that this is a perception that you have, but you need us now, and I need you to see that we are not the couple that you perceive us to be. And this Page of Swords is basically says to me that when you have this conversation and you articulate that you need to be respected, that there's going to be this time of gathering information, that this man is going to start seeking out information regarding you, your partner, your connection, and wanting to know more about why they should trust you, is what I'm picking up on. Ultimately, what I feel is this will lead to a reconciliation in this connection, and that you can move forward and make some sort of positive outcome, whatever that might be. If you don't confront the situation, I just feel like you're going to be in this constant state of mental conflict regarding it, and that it's going to have a deleterious impact on your connection, and sort of ask your connection to tear down to its roots and its foundation, to overcome this devil energy. Because why weren't you able to have this conversation? Why weren't you able to basically stand in your own power as a couple together and say to this person, this is who we are, and here's what we're able and willing and capable of doing for you. It's basically just kind of hiding out, and it's going to bubble up to the surface eventually of why didn't we have enough confidence and faith in one another and in our connection to have this. And it's going to create this instability in the connection is what's coming through for me. So I'm going to get 3 cards from this tarot as further message. The World in reverse, the 6 of Cups, and the Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay, so underneath the Emperor was the Queen of Wands, and I really feel like that you need to get some closure, because this person has been something significant for your family, and it just requires some grace and some closure. This Queen of Wands in the reverse kind of says to me that you need to not be an ego when you bring this when you seek this closure, when you kind of have this conversation, that you need to be humble and not obsequious. Just don't. You don't need to grovel, but you do need to be humble. Show who you are, but without being showy, I guess. Don't brag. Just because there's this element of forgiveness that's necessary, and I feel like it's from both parties, and so it will be easier if both go into it, or all of you go into it gently rather than with your guard up. So let's see what the wisdom of the oracle has to share with us, and then we'll close out the reading. And the never-ending story, truth be told, and why. So I feel like the most important message here is truth be told, that the truth does need to be told. And why does it need to be told? Because there is this never-ending story, because there is this commitment on the part of the two of you to yourselves, to one another, to your family unit, and part of honoring those commitments that you have to one another is extending that beyond your it's extending it to the greater familial obligations that you have, is what I'm picking up on. And I think that in the past, that has been something that the two of you have been reluctant to do because there was turmoil in your family. But I do think that you have grown as a couple, and you have the capacity to offer this grace to this person. I am not saying by any stretch of the imagination that I believe this to be an easy circumstance to find yourselves in. What I'm saying is that I do believe, based on the energies that I'm picking up from these cards, that you have the capacity to right a wrong or make a situation better if you are willing to put down some things and come to the table with an open heart. So if this resonates for you and you found it helpful, I appreciate any acknowledgement of it. If it isn't your story, there are other Which Way Wednesdays in the playlist that might have more relevance to your story. I hope that this finds you well and that you have a great week. I do so appreciate you joining me. Thank you so much.
Hello, Laura with Listening with Love Tarot. I just want to thank you for watching the video to the end. If you like the content, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. It helps me know which direction to go.